Into this, Packy?
And as long as Pat Malone is already out of bed.
Then I might as well ride herd around here.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith is still special too.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, this is Wednesday. This is Wild Wednesday with Gary Chapman all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good, man. I missed you. Ain't heard a word out of you. I didn't know if you was in jail or where you was at. I just praying that everything is all right.
Not this week. Not this week.
Well, that'll work.
I keep waiting on the knock, but FBI hadn't gotten here yet.
Oh, they'll be there before it's over with. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Pat? You all right?
I'm doing good, Stephen. And Gary, are we selling guitars this morning?
No, I finally just started getting them all hung up.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
that was
Nice,
the
nice
last part of the
arrangement
move.
there.
Oh, there's more.
Well, that is cool. Now, is this in the recording? Are you in the recording studio where you're at now?
No. This is actually my well, I guess it can be. Any place is a recording studio these days, but
Yeah.
you know that. If you got a computer I've got my sound system and instruments, and I'm going to say yes, I can make a record right here. Yes, yes.
I love it, man.
But no, it's not a recording studio. Just my little spot in the house.
Yeah, I reckon Pat there. He's got all this. What did you call that thing? Forum going on. Forum.
The candidate forum, yeah.
Yeah, we got a big.
Yeah.
We
What'd
got
you
a big.
think? Did you listen this morning?
We did.
What'd you think?
I don't think he was the smartest guy in the room, but other than that,
Well, you don't want to be the smartest guy in the room.
Let the beatings begin.
Yes.
All right.
I only listened to the last couple of minutes of it, but I think I'm voting for Sandy. Pretty sure I'm voting for Sandy.
it was.
She seemed nice.
It's seemed like a little uncomfortable. It just seemed a little uncomfortable to me for everybody being in the same little spot in here. But I think it went pretty good. I mean, all in all, you didn't ask any power questions or what do you call them? What kind of questions you got? Like debate questions?
Any gotcha
Yeah.
questions?
Yeah, that's what. I
Yeah,
like.
we don't do gotcha questions.
See, that's what people want to hear, man. They want to hear.
I'll leave the gotcha questions for the chaos that happens after our show.
Okay.
We tried to. Better turn this on here. We tried to do our own. We were going to say one thing you don't like about your candidate.
Yeah, that's what
Chris.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah.
See, if you had listened to the opening, we specifically warned them if they start attacking each other, we're going to shut their microphones off. So
Oh boy, that's got to be.
Good grief.
this is not MSNBC, boy.
That's no fun at all. Good grief.
Yeah.
You should be like a ref in an NFL game. When they march out to toss the coin, you say, okay, if anybody hits anybody, this game's over. We're
Yeah.
going to call the whole game.
Yeah,
We're done.
yeah,
You have to
yeah.
put the ball down and go home.
Remember
Yeah,
how they had like hardball with Chris Matthews? Was it Matthews? Is
That's
that what it was?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
pickleball with Pat Malone. Just kidding, Pat.
Oh well.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm
That's
just teasing.
funny.
No,
It's
you did a
too
good.
consistent.
You did a good job, man. You always do.
It's
a good
too
job.
consistent to be an accident, right? This is planned. I know you guys do this. This is what you do in your pre-show meeting, right?
Yeah.
Actually,
How are we
the
going to
beautiful
attack Pat today?
the beautiful thing is we've never had a pre-show meeting. It's just natural. It
Yeah.
just flows.
See?
Pickleball with Pat is golden. I may need that T-shirt.
There you go.
There we go. So we're actually
If you're
going to.
making one of those, send me one, will you?
I'll get you one.
All right.
We actually have some T-shirts we're going to be making. We got some station T-shirts coming in, courtesy of Prawn Tees over in Murphy, and we're looking for some cool station like slogans and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So if you think of
yeah,
anything
yeah.
cool, call us in. We may get you a little personalized shirt.
What now?
Mhm.
Slogans.
Shirts, you know, the things you sometimes
I
wear.
know
The
that, but you
thing
said we're asking for
the thing
slogans.
that covers up your belly button ring. You know that thing.
Like this.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. Let's go,
Ah.
Brandon. I'm with you.
If I'm feeling particularly saucy, this is my shirt for the day.
Well, we actually do. Impact, we kind of had a pre-show meeting this morning. We really did. We were out there laughing at the questions that Pat Malone was asking. Is that pre-show?
That's it.
Yes,
We
I appreciate-
just did it.
I wasn't laughing, Pat. I was saying, what a tremendous question.
You were
Well-
throwing dirt on it.
Well,
I know.
Well thought out question there.
I don't know. Well, we got 3 more weeks and it's done down here. Ain't that about the right way it is?
We're in the first week of early voting, so we got 2 more weeks of early voting, and election day is May 21st in Georgia.
Y'all got anything big going on in Nashville up there, Gary? I know that seems like it says the locals share concern about all these folks moving to Nashville. I reckon the quote they got is, "Lord, I wish these people would stop moving here." Are you one of them?
Yeah. I am one of those people. Yes. Now Nashville's gone. I don't want them to move to Franklin. That's my thing. I think they need to just shut the door. We're full. We're full up.
Well, just put no trespassing signs up at the city limit sign.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. No, there's a bunch of good people moving here, and some of them are less than good.
Right.
Some of them, they tend to congregate, down on Lower Broad, and start shooting at each other.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like I said, most of the people that are moving around this area, we've got some good people, but there's always a few, and it seems like they always end up to be my co-host at one point on the radio.
It's inevitable.
What are you going to do, We was talking about yesterday, every time a tornado hits, they always get the dumbest guy in the room to interview, and that's kind of what we search for here for our co-host. So, but anyway, hey, we got to get to a break. We got a lot going on, man. We got in a big debate yesterday about the jab, man. We had people calling in right and left and right. And
oh my gosh, I did wear the wrong shirt.
Yeah,
my take this jab and shove it T-shirts are about to get hot again.
There you go.
Man, it got so serious. Karen called in. She was like, "I want to speak to the manager," and we got a Karen voicemail. Yeah, it's for real though. She actually works at a health food store, and she had some comments about that. We're gonna play that voicemail when we get back to. If that's okay.
Oh, I love it.
That's Pat.
Are you kidding?
Was it Pat's show? Now, Pat, it's your show.
Yeah, it's his show.
It's fine with me. Let the good times roll.
Right? All right. We want to thank Grayland Leak Detection and Plumbing, folks. They're good folks, no doubt about it. And we'll be right back right after this.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. A missing female juvenile from the Gainesville, Georgia area may be here in Hiawassee, and local law enforcement is asking for the public's help in locating her safely. A cell phone belonging to Patience Doherty of Oakwood apparently pinged in the Hiawassee area earlier this week, giving family members hope that she's okay. The black woman is 5'8", 125 and is believed to have run away from her home. The Oakwood Police Department is where you would call if you've seen her. The dreaded Hiawassee Dragon reared its head briefly at Monday night's Hiawassee City Council monthly work session. The council decided to table a proposed ordinance that was intended to help prevent others from doing something similar. Last summer, Asheville developer Mike Parrish had applied for the permit to build a giant dragon on the side of Whiskey Mountain before deciding against it. The decision the other night was made to table the current ordinance as Mayor Liz Ordialis and the City Council decided to continue improving the language of the proposed ordinance. And Towns County Sole Commissioner Cliff Bradshaw couldn't believe it when he got an email recently from the DOT saying that his county's proposed Welcome to Towns County signs were not going to fly.
And that blew my mind. I could not believe that. So I was going to go ahead and do it anyway. We're paying for the sign. We're giving them everything they need. And I've seen other signs that say, welcome to so-and-so counties or cities. And
happy ending for Towns County, though. The DOT emailed back saying, you know what? Go ahead. Please download the free WJRB app. For Chris Hawkins, Pat Malone, and Harry Bond, I'm Jeff Batten. You hear it, and you can't find it. No, not your phone. We're talking about the leak near your spigot or somewhere else in the yard. Meanwhile, your $50 water bill is now $500. Grayland Leak Detection will find the leak. Grayland has the specialized equipment to find it and make the necessary repairs at a fraction of the cost of replacing your whole water system. Call Eric locally at Grayland, 706-897-9110, 706-897-9110, and find that leak once and for all.
Erlanger Women's Wellness Saturday Clinic offers annual checkups to keep doers like you healthy. Call 828-837-3525 to schedule an appointment. That's 828-837-3525.
Our mountain roads are busier than ever, which has led to more accidents. Unfortunately, insurance companies are not in the business of being fair. They're in the business of making money. I'm Daniel Duello, and I know because I used to train insurance adjusters on exactly how to do this. Now the Duello Law Firm in North Georgia works to ensure that you're treated fairly. For a free consultation, find us at duellolaw.com. That's DUELLO law.com.
Jones, Jackie Jones, Jackie Jones Ford.
A better solution for basic vehicle service has come to the mountains. Quick Lane at Jackie Jones Ford Hayesville is your go-to place for routine auto maintenance for all vehicle makes and models. Get extraordinary service from expert technicians and take advantage of our low-price tire guarantee at Jackie Jones Ford Hayesville and jjfordhayesville.com.
Jackie Jones Ford.
West Tubing Company is back and bigger than ever. Check out the new glamping cabins at Blackberry Hill or glamping tents at Brasstown Creek. Campsites come with fire pits, bathhouses, heated showers, phone charging stations, picnic tables, grills, walking trails, and are dog-friendly. Canoe trips take you on an adventure from Mission Dam to Murphy with fly fishing adventures on Brasstown Creek. See westtubingcompany.com to make a reservation. West Tubing Company in Warren. This is not your ordinary tubing company.
Linda, I've got to take extra time for lunch to grab my supplements. I wish I could go before work.
Actually, you can. Did you hear S&S Smoothies and Supplements in Blairsville is now open at 6 a.m.?
6? In the morning?
Yep, open 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. weekdays. It's perfect for hospital workers, teachers, or anyone who has to be at work early or stay late. And S&S Smoothies has tons of new products, smoothie flavors, and more. One other thing, they're now open until 8 Saturday, too, at the Merchants Walk in Blairsville.
Erlanger Women's Wellness Saturday Clinic offers annual checkups to keep doers like you healthy. Call 828-837-3525 to schedule an appointment. That's 828-837-3525.
I just heard the screams down at your mailbox, and I know why. Your water bill is 8 times what it was last month. I bet it's a leak. Call Grayland Leak Detection at 706-897-9110. Get the water bill under control when you call Grayland Leak Detection and Plumbing Services.
All righty, folks, we're back with you, and this is the Wild Wednesday with Gary Chapman. We got to come up with something else because that don't rhyme. But anyway, we got Gary Chapman all the way, singer-songwriter from Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all go check out his Facebook page. Got a lot of stuff going on, and he will be live tonight. But anyway, we're still continuing because this jab thing got so intense yesterday. We had phone call after phone call after phone call. Do you have that?
I'm going to pull that up here in just a second. I just
got
it
it
myself.
I reckon we got another thing here. Echo Health Alliance, and I might be saying that wrong, president to testify on COVID origins said that it was a taxpayer-funded research. So this goes again, like we're giving money to all this taxpayer money now to Israel to fight a war that we funded the other side to fight them, and all that going on, and then come to find out we actually funded the COVID that locked down the United States of America. Our taxpayer money, according to what they're saying here, funded that. So it sounds like this is kind of a biting us on the rear end, as they say. Why don't we keep funding stuff to kill us? Does anybody have any idea on that?
Maybe that's the plan. Maybe they want to kill us.
Maybe you're right.
The same people that are doing it are saying that there's way too many people on the planet. We got to depopulate.
Yeah,
that seems telling to me.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, if you go out west, man, you just drive and drive and drive. You don't see nothing until you get to a red light, and then they have a couple of house trailers sitting there. I think there's plenty of room to go around, but
there's a lot of room.
There's
a lot of room. Yeah,
Yeah, they're saying the Wahoo lab was taxpayer funded, so I don't know. We'll find out what's going on with that.
I heard the Wuhan lab was too.
A Wahoo.
Yeah, both of them.
Wahoo. Yeah.
Wahoo.
That's the lab in Cleveland.
Yeah. Wahoo.
Yeah.
And the
Wahoo, the Cleveland Indians.
And the Woohoo, Wahoo. Depending on where you're from, man. How you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't y'all have a yeehaw lab down
there? We do have a yeehaw lab. That's a lot of fun. That's where the liquor steel's at. Yeah.
But that's another thing, like we were talking about yesterday, the perfect example of they've basically proven that they have proven that it came from a lab. It was bioengineered
with our taxpayer
money.
Yeah.
And then, but if you said that during that time, they would take you off social media. They'd shut you down. They'd say you're misinformation, and that's
Guilty.
And the same people, and you were one of those people who got shut down big time. And it's the same people who did that to you are the same people saying, well, we don't want to take It's Perfectly Normal out of the library. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the same people.
We actually had a guy calling yesterday. You didn't miss it, I guess, because you don't get up to 12. But anyway, we were talking about how people lost their jobs and this, that, and other because of that. And he was saying that he was actually a helicopter pilot. And after he got the jab, that he started having serious migraine headaches. and it caused him to lose his job. So a lot of that stuff's going on. And
hey, Packy.
There it is.
Whoever. This is Karen. I work at a health food store, and I'm calling about that gentleman that has had the headaches since the shot. I hear it all day long, and these are people that were healthy before the shot. So don't disregard him, and tell Patrick not to disregard him because it's the truth. Thank you. Have a good morning. Bye.
Hey, Pat, don't disregard them. I'm just telling you. Not disregard them.
I would not disregard him, but if you'd explain the truth, what he actually said was he had headaches before, and they were under control with some medication, and after he took the shot, they were no longer under control. So it was a pre-existing condition.
well, is that not basically what we're finding out about this jab? Is that if you do have a pre-existing condition, it brings it to the forefront and actually makes it worse?
Yeah, it attacks your body's God-given ability to heal itself. The immune system gets attacked in a big way. Yes,
which is actually the difference between that and a traditional vaccine. I mean, Pat, if you ever really looked into how it works, I mean, an mRNA vaccine actually gives your body the building blocks to make the proteins itself, to teach your body how to fight it, as opposed to a weakened virus. Okay, like a weakened virus or a dead virus, your body learns how to fight it that way. This actually makes your body it doesn't have it in it. It has the building blocks of the protein. So your body is then fighting something that your body has made, which is pretty creepy.
But it actually goes to the weakest point. I mean, whatever.
But think about that. Your body is attacking something that it produced.
What is it called where your immune system turns against you, attacks? There's a word for that.
Autoimmune.
Okay. All right. I have a first cousin. Her son was 16 years old and took the jab. Immediately, he had the autoimmune disease hit him. It was underlying, hit him. He was in bed, 16 years old, for over a year and is still recuperating today. And that's been, 3 or 4 years ago. And he is still not even 50%. And immediately after he took the jab, it went to the forefront.
But isn't that the definition? An autoimmunity is the system of immune response of an organism against its own healthy cells, tissues, and other normal body constituents.
Right.
So, it can almost be argued that initiated an autoimmune response, maybe? Is that if it's attacking something that it made, it's not a dead or weakened virus, it's something that the body made itself. So
right.
Then it would be attacking something that your body has created. Which is that stupid of me to think that that's like autoimmune? Like an autoimmune response. I need a doctor to tell me I'm dumb, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do know that a lot of folks that have, just like this guy had headaches, and then it made him worse. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a scary thing.
And the increase in cancer has been shocking as well. That's really been an amazing thing.
Well, that's been something that's going on for years and years and years and years. Because we put ridiculous things in our food and our water, like.
Agreed.
You know what I'm
Agreed.
saying?
But once again, if you were already headed down that road because of all the crap that we've been eating for decades, that they've been shoving under the grocery shelves, because of that, you were already weakened. You were already headed that way, and this thing just turbocharged.
Right. I don't know. It's kind of scary, but I don't know. So what if somebody somewhere? There got to be some redneck up on Bell Mountain that's coming up with some kind of something to fight this. You would think. I mean, at this point, I don't know what you've got it. And it's like I said, my first cousin, her son, he's still trying to recuperate from this. And man, it took him down immediately. I mean, the minute he took the jab, he was done. I mean, he was just done, and he over a year in bed. So. I don't, it's nothing to laugh about, but it's serious business, and now it's finally come to the forefront. But I don't know. Frustrating.
I will say this because I have to. I've seen it, and I know it happens. Does it happen every time? No, and that's a mystery that I would love to have the answer to someday. But God can absolutely heal people from that damage.
Yeah.
He can do it. He can do it. He can do anything, and he can certainly do that.
Well, not according to Brian Cox. He is the Scottish actor. Did you see him? He said people are stupid and the Bible is the worst book in history.
Well, he's going to have to take that up with the author. I don't care what he thinks.
I mean, he is. He's like, this is crazy. There's no such thing as God. He said, man, he is going at it. And I mean, I kind of, I don't know. I always kind of liked his acting, but I guess you don't judge somebody. I do. I don't really care for him all that much
what
anymore.
What did he play in? Brian Cox?
Yeah. And but anyway, he's a Scottish actor. But they say there's two people that do what?
If I saw his face, I'd probably know who him.
Yeah, you
but
would.
I don't know the name. Yeah.
There's two people that believe in God. That is Christians and dead atheists. So.
Man, he played in.
We've got a T-shirt for sale that says "God believes in atheists."
Where can we get this T-shirt at?
TurbulentTruth.com. Yeah.
TurbulentTruth.com. That ain't the only one. They got a bunch more up there. What did he play in?
Nothing. There's like I'm looking at the movies here. There's like nothing hardly. I mean, he played in Super Troopers 2.
Oh boy. Boy.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Man, what a big deal that is.
I see now he's mad at God because he got, cast in a crappy movie. Obviously a traumatic event for him.
That's probably what it is. Oh well. Let's get to jump, man. A break. I want to know what you think about all these universities that's protesting, man, across the country. Seem like they're just going right and left. I think the one that down here in Georgia, they said it lasted about an hour before they cleaned the clock down here, but up there in all the blue states. And what's the big, what do they call them? Ivy League? Why do they call them Ivy League? Yeah. Why is it Ivy League?
I don't know. I guess
all their buildings are old and have ivy growing on them.
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
And that's what
I
they
think
named
that's
it?
where it comes from.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Ivy League.
Down here we have the Mold League.
Yeah, there you go.
Buildings all have mold.
Yeah. We need to go over to North Georgia Tech and just put a bunch of ivy everywhere.
There you go.
It's be an Ivy League.
Ivy League. I did not realize that.
Kudzu.
Kudzu League. There you go.
Kudzu League. That's awesome.
That's even better. All right, Grayling Leak Detection and Plumbing. We appreciate them, and no doubt we appreciate Gary Chapman joining us on Wednesday. Gary Chapman, singer-songwriter. Go check out his Facebook page. Give him a like, give him a thumbs up, and you will be seeing him live tonight. That being said, we'll be right back.
You hear it, and you can't find it. No, not your phone. We're talking about the leak near your spigot or somewhere else in the yard. Meanwhile, your $50 water bill is now $500. Grayland Leak Detection will find the leak. Grayland has the specialized equipment to find it and make the necessary repairs at a fraction of the cost of replacing your whole water system. Call Eric locally at Grayland, 706-897-9110, 706-897-9110, and find that leak once and for all.
Warmer weather is coming, and that means you've got 50 places to go. And you're still in love with the truck that will get you there. So spring forward with accessories from Rose Auto in Blairsville.
Rose Auto.
Bed covers, towing systems, steps. Rose Auto has what you need to do it right. Just up from 515 on the Murphy Highway. Rose is the only way to get your ride to a ball game, a fishing trip, or an overnight camping trip.
Rose Auto.
Type in Rose Auto Accessories on Facebook. We're next to Mike's Seafood.
So your vehicle is stuck in your garage because of a broken garage door or operator? Maybe you want to replace that ugly garage door. Or if you're building a new garage, then call Appalachian Garage Doors in Blairsville on the Murphy Highway. Owners, builders, and contractors. Go to agaragedoors.com to see what we're up to. Service after the sale, and the service is really fast. Find us on Facebook or the web, agaragedoors.com, or just search Appalachian Garage Doors and let's get started. At Sentinel Plastic Surgery Blairsville, we have 3 new aesthetic treatments for you. 3 comfortable, affordable solutions. Small vein removal, age spot removal, or permanent hair removal. Maybe you don't show your legs because of unsightly veins. How about those brown spots that age your face or your bald head? No more waxing or shaving after your permanent hair removal. Contact Sentinel Plastic Surgery at 706-439-6486. That's 706-439-6486.
Your Feel Better starts here.
Your Feel Better starts with Healthy Smiles by Dr. B in Hayesville. Are you afraid or embarrassed to smile because of decayed or discolored teeth? Dr. B uses the latest white fillings, all porcelain crowns, and laser teeth whitening. Visit HealthySmilesByDRB.com and get the beautiful smile you've always wanted, so you can start feeling better about yourself. Call 828-360-3999 to make an appointment.
It's time now to honor the Prep Athlete of the Week. Brought to you by Ware Chevrolet in Blairsville, supporting the champions of tomorrow from the 5-county area.
We're getting that much closer to the finals of the state playoff soccer tournament. The Towns County Lady Indians are still there after shutting out their Sweet 16 opponent Christian Heritage on Wednesday. They beat them 5-0. Chloe Sutton notched a pair of goals in the back of the net in that win. Congratulations to Chloe Sutton of Towns County, the Ware Chevrolet Athlete of the Week.
Wednesday morning is a good time to get to the bottom of why your water bill is so high. If it is, call Grayland Leak Detection at 706-897-9110. Get the water bill under control when you call Grayland Leak Detection and Plumbing Services.
All righty, folks, I'm back with you. Hope everybody's doing good. What are you doing there, Puddin'? All right, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good. I am actually on the Turbulent Truth right now looking at the shopping thing. I love, what was it, Joe? Oh, where is it at?
No Mo Joe.
Huh? Joe
No Mo
Biden 19. Joe Biden 19. The virus killing America. Joe Biden. You got a bunch of T-shirts here, man. Y'all go to Turbulent Truth. Cancel culture.
I don't know, Gary. That one was a stretch there. I was like,
I didn't do that one. I don't think that one. I didn't know that one was still up there.
I like your shirts, man. They're cool. But.
Yeah. My pronoun is y'all. There you go. Yeah. Man, you got a bunch of T-shirts.
Yeah. We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Now, y'all do that Turbulent Truth. Y'all got that YouTube channel thing. God believes in atheists. I got it right here. Yep.
Yeah, we don't do very well on YouTube.
No.
We actually kind of stopped putting them there because we just got taken down all the time. So no, we're mostly on Rumble, and then we starting to put some stuff over on X because there's free speech over there.
Yeah, that's where everything's at on X, man. No doubt. Mojo. No Mojo.
Pat hates our sources. Most of our news sources, Steven and I, they come from either Cat Turd or DC Drano.
Yeah.
Pat can't stand that.
Who are the real trusted sources for news?
Pretty bad when you can trust somebody named Cat Turd.
If you look back over history with an open mind, Pat, you will realize that you just spoke the truth.
Gary, Pat doesn't like.
They don't miss.
Yeah.
He thinks you should listen to people on the news who talk about vaccines and their advice, and then the next commercial is like a Pfizer commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the African American man and a white woman and a Chinese kid. How they get that? I have no idea. That blows my mind.
Inclusion, Stephen. Inclusion. We got one of everything in that commercial.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, how do we get the Chinese kid here? I don't know, but there he is.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah. And he speaks
God works in
Spanish.
mysterious ways.
Yeah,
Stephen, when a they and a them love each other very much.
Oh, yeah, he likes the Ivy League school commercials, but anyway.
Yeah, we actually recently figured out what DEI meant, though, Gary.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion, right?
Didn't earn it.
Yeah.
We do have a shirt that's not up there yet, but I've seen the design. DEI must DIE.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We got all these folks protesting in all these daggum colleges, and it's just beyond belief to me. They actually had, which I thought was pretty cool, we had some Israeli students up there, Jews or whatever they want to call them, was defending the flag. They were actually standing around the flag where the people couldn't take the American flag down and put the other flag back up, whatever it is. And man, hats off to them. We appreciate that, no doubt.
There was some Native American pro-Israel people that I think it was last night. They should set up this loudspeaker system at UCLA,
right,
and right on the edge of the protest camp, and they played the Pledge of Allegiance. Some dude saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and then the national anthem, and they just over and over they're playing it, and it was so loud. I mean, you could. I'm telling you, you could hold up a bank with the sound system. It was ridiculous.
Right.
we're destroying them with sound, which is a great idea. I like that.
Well, no, they also had somebody set up a big movie projector and was playing the first 5 minutes of when they broke in and killed all the people in Israel. They were doing that at some stew. We got somebody on the radio.
Yeah, nobody.
We do. We got Vicky this morning.
Vicky.
Hey.
Hey, what you doing?
Well, I'm listening to you guys talk about T-shirt slogans, and I've got a good one for you.
Hang on, you're Vicky, the biggest fan of the early show, right? I recognize your voice. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So it'll be a black shirt, and it'll say "Re-elect Joe Biden?" ? And then underneath that, don't.
Okay, that'll work.
You know how he's always saying don't.
Don't.
Pause.
Don't.
Okay, guys, thanks.
Thank
but
you.
I tell you
That's
what,
good.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
He has lost it. He has lost it. Yeah.
Don't.
We've actually got a couple of comments up there. Somebody's wanting to buy a T-shirt, Puddin'.
Yeah, Susan Mustard says, I would like a T-shirt. Is there going to be a contest for logos?
There you go. Now you're talking.
And Mears says, Happy May Day, Comrade Baloney. Satan believes in God, too.
There you go. What is today, May 1st? May the 1st be with you? Is that what it is?
No.
May
The Workers' Revolution, right?
That's right.
Is this the May the 1st be with you?
Tommy Day.
What?
It went from dancing around the maypole to Commie Day. Yeah?
That's May the 4th. That's May the 4th be with you.
Oh, is that the wrong number?
Which is also Mike Tyson Day. May the 4th be with you.
I don't know, man. I get so sick of this. And they got all that stuff going on. Of course, they're saying Newsom out there, and nobody's heard anything out of him. I guess he supports all this stuff going on at these colleges. But I don't understand why they put up. Now, I know that they started down here in Georgia somewhere, one of the colleges down here. I think it lasted about an hour.
Emory.
Yeah.
That state trooper just hauled him off.
Man, he just picked that dude up. And I thought he was a girl. I thought it was a girl he was hauling off. That's kind of bad when you can't tell the difference.
But what happens when you assume somebody's gender, dude? That's why I've been warning you against doing that.
Well, I mean.
That state trooper never missed leg day at the gym.
No, he did not.
No.
He should get a raise.
Yeah.
Because that was a big dude that he was carrying, and he just marched him right down the sidewalk.
They're actually cleaning out all those places. They cleaned out Columbia last night.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Now all these students.
It's funny.
Go ahead.
Common sense eventually comes out, even in the weirdest, most confused places. Eventually, people go, "Wait a second, this is not good. We can't do this."
Well, when this first started, Governor Kemp said, "My orders are to put their butts in jail."
Yeah.
And the state troopers have responded accordingly. So.
Well, now, do they not have to? I mean, this kind of blows my mind. But the schools have to ask the police to come and help them, or can they just go on their own accord?
I guess it depends on if it's a private school or state school.
I think it's better if the school requests the help.
But do they have to? I mean, if something's going on in the school system?
I don't think they have to, but I think it's better if they do.
Why? Why?
Why?
Mean, if these people are
don't the schools have their own security force, their own police force?
Well, I mean, a lot of
I
places
believe
have
they
their own
do.
security, but that don't necessarily mean that they're the law.
Well, I didn't say it was the law, Stephen. I said it's better if they do ask.
Right.
I think the biggest telltale sign is that if you're a Jew living in an Arab country, they will stone you, throw you, like you risk dying every single day. But if you're an Arab living in Israel, you're probably going to be okay. You're going to be safe, and that's like the biggest. And they hold seats in their government in Israel government.
Yes.
There's Arabs in the government. And my opinion on it, let them tear it down. Let them tear down the school, because the schools are obviously doing a terrible job at teaching them that.
Yeah.
And if that's their worldview, if that's how if they feel like it's okay to just come in and parachute, just murder women and children, and they're going to celebrate that, let them tear it down, because obviously they're not getting a good education, and obviously they don't have a very good worldview. So who cares?
Yeah, I mean you're right. That's really the core of the problem. People that ought to be arrested are the faculty and the administration that have been doing this for years. These kids are doing exactly what they've been taught to do.
Yeah,
they are.
The chickens are coming home to roost, aren't they?
They are.
Yes, they are.
I mean, what they're learning is just like how to be a good drag queen in college. I mean, it's the stupidest. Let them tear it down. Who cares?
I'm with you. It don't matter to me. I
It's
could
an Ivy
I
League.
think The important thing to remember is this is a minority, a minor minority, too. They just make the most noise, so they get the most attention.
Well, they make the most noise because the media turns the volume up on their noise.
Of course, because that makes news. It doesn't make news what the other 90% of the kids are doing.
Well, I feel sorry for the kids that's actually saved their money working late nights trying to get through college, and now here all this goes on, and they can't get their education because it's been postponed and finals, and here they've had to do all that. I feel sorry for the kids out there that's actually trying to get an education, And these kids are actually spoiled absolutely rotten. I mean, you would think if they can do that. I mean, if my mom and dad sent me to prison, which they'd like to, but to college, and I get up there and act a fool like that on their dime, and they're trying to help me get through college, well, they'd beat me black and blue. I wouldn't mind, would you not?
Well, these kids have never had consequences to their actions. Their parents have protected them their whole life, and now they're getting the actual consequences of what they're done, and they're surprised.
Right.
They're surprised that they're being expelled or suspended or not being allowed to graduate.
So we have a caller, but hang on, Pat. You said it's a minority, but this, according to this is a Gallup poll. It says that, I hope I'm reading this right, that the sympathies with Democrats is up from 38% to 49% with Palestine. More with Palestine than the Israelis. That's 49%, according to Gallup poll. I would say a minority would be 10%. You know what I'm saying? If it was some fringe group, 49%. Let's say it's 40.
Wait a minute. What percentage of the United States are Democrats? It's probably less than 39%. So now, if you're talking about 49% of 39,
that's where I'm going with that. I'm saying if you had maybe 10% being a fringe, but let's say that's 50%. So let's saying 25% of the country, then, right? So 25% of the if you're saying half of the country is Democrats and half of the Democrats believe that.
I'm not saying half the country is Democrats because it isn't.
Pretty close.
About 30% of the the is Democrats.
Okay, so what percentage would you say?
I'm with you on that. That's my
Because the
question.
independents vote with them.
Okay, so let's take that poll really quick though. What percentage would you say, using those numbers, have sympathy for Palestine?
Of the total population?
Yeah, let's say using those numbers that Gallup just put out. Would you
somewhere between 15 and
20? That's horrifying.
That is horrifying.
Let's say let's go a little. Let's say 25% of the country. Like I said, 25% of the country has sympathy for terrorists.
I'm still stuck on 30% of people are Democrats. I mean, honestly,
if that doesn't scare you, dude, I mean, I know that's a minority, but 25% of the country having sympathy for terrorists, that's horrifying.
Hey, who we got on the radio? Who called in? We got somebody waiting in the wings.
25% of 330 million is a good number of folks.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of scary.
Go ahead, Lee. Who we got?
Yeah, it is.
Still a minority.
We got Katie
and
this morning.
The fact of the matter is, I believe that if you ask the country that question, 50% of the country would ask you what you were talking about.
Well, that's a good point there, true. But let's go down to 10%.
Let's get Katie.
Then.
Let's
Katie,
get Katie in here. What you got?
Hey, good morning. Well, just wanted to chime in on what you guys are talking about with everything going on these college campuses. And we got these kids saying, kill the Jews and all. What about, why isn't this considered a hate crime towards the Jews? I have family members that are Jewish. And, you know, if it was the opposite and it was black people and white people were going against or other ethnicities were going against black people, it would be considered a hate crime and these people would be being arrested.
Katie, if they misgender somebody, they're suspending them.
Yep.
I know. I know. That's what I'm saying. Listen, you know. I mean, it's actually going against religion. If you look at this, it's about religion. It's coming down to the religion and what their beliefs are. And next is going to come towards the Christianity. So, we need to look at this as a hate crime. This isn't about, it is about terrorism, but it's also about hate here in the U.S. and hating against the people that have a different religion. And that is just not acceptable.
I'm with you.
She's right.
Yep.
The very same people that are saying that all the Jews need to die, they feel exactly the same about me and you. Right. If you're a Christian, they put you in the same bucket.
I am a Christian. You're right. They do, and it's horrible. They should be arrested and should have hate charges against them. Make examples of them.
Hey, Kate, who you voting for in November?
Yeah.
Trump.
See, we love it. See, if you vote for Trump, for some reason, you just come right out and say it, don't you? But if you vote for Biden, it's like, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. Yeah.
I'm proud of it.
Wait a minute. That's one of Puddin's screening questions.
No.
You don't get on the air unless you say the T word.
Well, while we're at this, Pat, who are you voting for, Pat Malone?
That's none of your
And there it is.
There you go. Proof.
I will tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not voting for Biden.
Yeah. I think you're going to be
And I am
Biden's
voting.
supporter.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. You'll have the T-shirt that with Biden's face on it. It says, "Where's the ice cream?"
There you go.
That's a good one.
There you
Hey,
go.
Katie, we got a gift certificate up here for you for some Papa's Pizza for calling in. So swing by and see us. Okay.
All right, thank you, girl.
Okay, great.
All right,
Thank you. Bye.
I'm with you. People's voting for Trump. I don't know. You hear all these folks across the country, they actually had Jay Leno, and he's like, well, I'm not going to support Trump. I don't really like Trump, blah, 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 and he's arrogant and blah, blah, blah. I don't personally know Trump, but, I mean, he seems like he thinks like we do, and I think people feel like this is actually, now that he's been through what he's been through and he gets back into the presidency, maybe, just maybe, he can clean up all the swamp as he started to do to begin with. And that's kind of, I think, what's people's hoping, that they'll get all the crooks and robbers and slugs and pieces of crap out of Washington, maybe, and expose them. That's where I'm thinking. What's your thought?
I think they ought to move the capital to Omaha. I think if rather than drain a swamp, how about move?
Right. I mean,
based on your definition, once he gets elected, he's part of the swamp.
No.
He's part of the establishment.
No, he's not. That's why they want him dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why both sides are against him.
Right.
Except for the American people.
And I'm for exposing. I don't care who it is. I mean, honestly, I don't care if it's Republican, Democrat, who it is. If they're up there pocketing money, making money, hand over fist on our dime, spending money, I'm on them out of there. I want them out of there. I'd like to have
you can look at that last Ukraine aid package.
You're right.
Just look at the list of not just Democrats, but look at the list of Republican representatives and senators that voted for that particular package.
Right.
And you know who to get out of that town.
Yep.
They need to never go back to that town after the next election. Whatever election they've got coming up, they need to lose.
Yep. I'm with you. Because they ain't looking out for the American people. They're not America first.
No.
And that ought to be the main thing. You go in that office up there, it ought to be America first, period. Yeah. So.
And I believe that's what will happen. I do.
So
is it going to be perfect
I got a
immediately?
question.
No.
I got to ask you, what's your feeling on how Joe Biden pulled out of Afghanistan?
What's my feeling?
Yeah.
I think it was the most embarrassing, biggest military screw up that has happened in my lifetime.
I concur.
Okay, so why are you advocating for the same kind of action in terms of support for Ukraine?
Oh my God!
You're saying let's cut them off, which is the essence of let's pull out.
I am.
Let's let them get slaughtered.
How many troops have got over there, Pat?
They've already done it.
How many troops have got in Ukraine?
They've already done it.
What's the difference between troops and money? It's support. It's the same philosophy.
It's not either.
America cuts and runs.
Money doesn't breed. Money doesn't have children. Money doesn't have wives.
What's the difference between troops and money?
Yeah.
Did you just say that, really?
He did. Out loud.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. But
Dear
I see your question. I never did get a chance to answer it. Ukraine is easily agreed upon by everybody with a brain. The Ukraine is the most completely corrupt, historically inept country that you could possibly get involved in over there.
And Afghanistan is not.
Our own State Department says that there's 18 biological labs for weapons, biological weapon labs in Ukraine that we support. There's more crap going on over there. When this all comes out about what's really been going on with that money, 49 million of the 100 and whatever billion, or 49 billion of the 100 and whatever 9 billion we've given them, it's going to be 179, I think, with this 60.
Right.
49 of it is all that they can say actually went to the military. Where did the rest of the money go? Why are they buying Dacaus and yachts in Monaco? Why are all those people doing so well so quickly? A lot of good stock tips from Nancy Pelosi, maybe? No, it's corrupt as hell.
Right.
And we're crazy to give those thieves our money.
Absolutely.
And Afghanistan is not a corrupt.
Hold on, we got one more break. Right quick.
We should have never been in Afghanistan. We should have never been there.
We should never been in Ukraine, but we're in now. So what
get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out.
So we're the country that cuts and runs.
We're not in Ukraine.
No, we're just sending the money.
We're just sending the money, Pat.
Right.
We're not in there. We who you got, Lee?
We got Dave this morning.
Hello, Dave.
Be nice, Dave.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. What you got going on?
I'd like to answer that one guy's question. You don't see money come home underneath flags.
Absolutely.
Number two, are all the people that kids are having to sit out of class going to be able to get their tuition money back?
I'm with you on that.
Question.
Yeah.
I mean, they paid in all that money, and the kids ain't going to be able to graduate. They ain't getting their schooling. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, you can't say that. We got to cut you off. We got to take one more break right quick. We'll be right back. We'll let everybody cool down just a little bit. Hopefully they won't, but anyway, we do have to get this in because they'll dock our pay. We'll be right back right after this.
You hear it and you can't find it. No, not your phone. We're talking about the leak near your spigot or somewhere else in the yard. Meanwhile, your $50 water bill is now $500. Grayland Leak Detection will find the leak. Grayland has the specialized equipment to find it and make the necessary repairs at a fraction of the cost of replacing your whole water system. Call Eric locally at Grayland, 706-897-9110, 706-897-9110, and find that leak once and for all.
Physical therapy at Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital helps patients return to living and moving pain-free after a physical injury, illness, stroke, or surgery. Now accepting new patients. Call 828-837-7777.
Don't wait around for the ice cream truck. Blazin' Scoops in Hiawassee is scooping and hand-dipping all the flavors of delicious Hershey's ice cream. Whether it's a waffle cone, cake cone, hot fudge sundae, banana split, or one of our delicious hot food items, Blazin' Scoops has something to satisfy your sweet tooth and cool you down this summer. Ask us about our event space, available for birthdays and special events. Blazin' Scoops is locally owned and operated in Hiawassee between AT&T and Van Keith Insurance. Blazin' Scoops, Hiawassee's downtown ice cream shop.
Did you know the warranties on a Green Tree metal roof are at least double the lifespan of most shingles? Install a Green Tree metal roof in one of nearly 20 vibrant colors and you'll get a 30-year chalk and fade warranty and a lifetime film integrity warranty against cracking and peeling. Green Tree's Energy Star certification means you'll also get lower power bills. Learn more about the benefits of a Green Tree metal roof at greentreemetals.com.
Green Tree Metal, coolest roof around.
Don't wait to make plans to pamper Mom this year. She will love brunch at the Oaks Lakeside Kitchen at the Ridges Resort on Lake Chattooga, where the whole family can enjoy a beautiful meal, mimosas for Mom, and live music. Brunch is May 12th from 11 to 3 p.m. and features a chef's carving table, seafood paella, banana bread French toast, an ice cream sundae station, and more. For more information, to see the menu, and to make reservations, visit theridgesresort.com or call 706-896-4141.
There's honey-do lists and there's honey I can't do this lists. Heavy digging, tree stump removal, driveway grading. Call Mike in Blairsville. Mike Whittemore runs Georgia Mountain Grading and he loves big jobs. Erosion control, culverts, and digging. Yeah, digging. We covered that already. Georgia Mountain Grading. They're insured and they answer when you call. Fast estimates at 706-994-0543 for Georgia Mountain Grading. 706-994-0543.
Regain the ability to perform everyday activities after a debilitating injury or illness. Choose occupational therapy at Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital. Now accepting new patients. Call 828-837-7777.
I just heard the screams down at your mailbox and I know why. Your water bill is 8 times what it was last month. I bet it's a leak. Call Grayland Leak Detection at 706-897-9110. Get the water bill under control when you call Grayland Leak Detection and Plumbing Services.
All righty, we're back with you. I hope everybody's doing good. Don't forget, Gary Chapman's going to be live on Gary Chapman Singer-Songwriter tonight at 9 on Facebook. Y'all go check that out. Make sure you tune into that. That's always a lot of fun. Not quite as political as it is here, but anyway, it's still a lot of fun, a lot of good singing.
No, certainly not.
No. So, Pat, my question to you is, I mean, we're sending all this money to Ukraine. I mean, are you okay with that? Is that you're thinking we're doing the right thing?
I think we never should have gotten involved. But once we get involved, I think we have to live up to our commitment.
So, do you know that if you're a Ukrainian parent and you have an offspring, a child of yours that is military age, you can pay $15,000 to the government and they don't have to go? Does that seem in any way correct to you?
There are countries all over the world that don't share the same values we share that we get involved with. Okay?
Why? That's my question.
What is the American reason?
Well, if you go back to the Constitution, the founding fathers said we ought to have economic involvement across the world, but not political. Okay?
What if the economic opportunity that you're talking about is evil and corrupt? Should we be in business with those people as well, like the cartels in Mexico? We're in business with them right now, with smuggling all the people across the border. The government of this country is in cahoots with the cartels of Mexico, the people who are trying to kill us, and the same thing is happening in Ukraine.
Right.
Yep. Doesn't make it right.
I think we need to build America back, and then they'll come crawling to our door. Hey, we want to buy some stuff. Then you can say, all right, here we go.
So with that thinking, here's what we do. When we make bad decisions, we just keep digging ourselves more and more down in the hole. We don't turn around and fix the problem. We just keep digging.
More money.
Well, here's what you need to remember. 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
But 3 lefts do.
There you go. I have to remember that. See, left. Okay, I got it.
I'm trying to picture that in my mind, and he's right about that.
Yeah. I don't know. We're in a mess, folks. We really are, and I it's and they can like or don't like Trump. He's the only answer at this point to get us out of all this mess, and I feel like Trump will pull out immediately. Do you think he would, or what do you think Trump's plans is on that?
Yeah, I think he'll come out very, very quickly. Yes, absolutely. Yes. But I do disagree with you on that one thing. And again, I have to do it because it's just what's in me. Trump is great. Right. I believe that he is great.
Right.
I may be wrong on that, but he is not the answer to the problems of this world.
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
God is the answer until this country, and quite frankly, every other country, humbles himself in front of him and asks forgiveness of their sins. That's when he's promised to heal your land. That's when he's promised to forgive.
Right.
And we ain't done it yet.
Oh, we just keep going the other direction as hard as we can go. I mean, you've got people everywhere. All right, that's it. End of the game.
Sorry.
The doorbell has rang. Gary, always great. Tonight, Gary Chapman, 9 o'clock on Facebook with Gary Chapman, singer-songwriter. Go to the Turbulent Truth, get some T-shirts. He's got all kinds of T-shirts. You'll see his beautiful mug there with all kinds of, look like he's shaving his head. So anyway, thank you, man. We appreciate you, no doubt. And Logan Turnpike Mill, if you want some great grits and all the good stuff that goes along with it, go by, check out Logan Turnpike Mill. We love them guys. And we'll be back in the morning, and Gary will be back next Wednesday. See you tonight, man.
Come on. Bye.
W249DB and WJULAM, Hiawassee.